Hey Cedar Creek Kids team, this is your weekend update for February 4th and 5th. I can't even believe that we are coming into February and looking ahead. Valentine's Day is coming up and there's lots of great things in February. I just can't believe how fast it's come. So this weekend, we are talking about the bright idea that God's way is my way. We're going to be looking over the story of Nehemiah, and if you want to read along with that and be mentally prepared and ready for the kiddos this weekend, feel free to read through where we're looking at, so that way you come in ready and you come in prepared for the kiddos' questions and really just to engage with them. If you would like to read through that with me, it is in Nehemiah 3, 4, and 6. The memory verse for the Design Your Life series is found in Philippians 2:13. For God is working in you, giving you the desire and the power to do what pleases Him. This weekend is the weekend with the football player guy. I can't remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. So I'm really looking forward to this weekend and hearing his journey and just really ready to be inspired. So make sure that you guys are attending a service because it's going to be really, really, really great. The games for this weekend in preschool, we have a brand new game debuting. It is called Shape Bingo. So each kid will get a board, and then there will be little squares, if I understood correctly, that when their shape is called, they put their square on the bingo, and the leader will have a bag of shapes. They'll pull out the shape, and if the child has that shape on the board, they will put their square on the board. Very, very much like normal bingo, just with shapes for the preschoolers. In elementary, we are playing the game Chicken Detective. It's been a little bit since we played this one, so allow me to recap it for you. So you will have your whole group stand in a circle, shoulder to shoulder, facing each other. You will pick one kid to be the detective, and they will come in and stand in the middle. There is going to be music, so you'll have the detective close their eyes, and as the music begins, the children will pass the chicken. They'll have their hands behind their back and pass the chicken around the outside of the circle. When the music stops, whoever has it holds on to it, and then the detective in the middle has 3 chances to guess who has the chicken. There's several rounds of this, so sorry about that. There are several rounds of this, and so each time there's a different round. Pick a new detective, and this is one that they really love because of the rubber chickens that we get to play with. This week, I would love if you would join me in prayer, and that we're going to be praying about 2 things. The first thing that I would love for you to join me in prayer about is we all kind of created this margin during the fast, whatever that looked like for you. So I would love it if we could pray together that we would keep that margin in our lives, whatever it looked like for you, that we wouldn't just jump back into the way that things were, but that instead we would keep some of that space to listen to God, or maybe to read, and not be so quick just to fill it all back up. And then the second thing I really would love for you guys to pray with me about, we have, including the ones with this weekend, we have 6 new test drives coming in. Woohoo! I mean, you guys, it is so exciting when we have new test drives. So if you could just be praying with me about the team that God is forming, it is inspiring to be alongside of all of you and the new test drives, and seeing what God is forming together to take care of our Finley families. So if you don't mind joining me, just praying for the new test drives and praying for the team that God's building, it really is an exciting time. And what a way to kick off the new year, with more people joining our team and really just being able to consistently show up every weekend for these children. It is really cool. So the win for the weekend is we are going to be connecting with the kids and the families. We have, for the past 2 weekends, our campus has had the highest number of new families. Now, I'm not saying that to brag or pat on the back. No, guys, we have such an opportunity here in Findlay. We've had 9 new families the last 2 weekends. Now, when I say new families, that does include the kids team and the student ministries team, but we're a family ministry team, so how cool. So this weekend, the win is to connect with all of our families, with the kids, with the parents. If you know the child's name, ask the parents their name. If you know the kids and the family, ask them a detail about their lives, or anything to just really, really get to know them. And then, like I mentioned, we have a bunch of 6 new test drives coming in. I would love it if we could connect as a team. Now, I know that we have a couple of challenges, such as we're in different rooms a lot, but I would think that it would be such a win if we could connect with each other, this weekend, and really bond together as the kids' team. And then I want to leave you guys with just a little encouragement. I want to bring you into what I've been studying, the things that I've been learning, and really just kind of share my heart with you a little bit. I know that we talk a lot about spiritual growth and are you reading and are you, just all these great measures. But I just want to take a moment and share with you guys what I'm reading, what I'm learning through. And I hope just to inspire you and really just hope that we can grow together. So, I have been reading in Hosea, which is not a book that's talked about often. If you're unfamiliar with the story of Hosea, he was asked to marry a prostitute, and then they go through Israel and just the bad choices that they're making. And I mean, they were really a sinful nation from what I understand, and just it's a story of God's faithfulness, of God's forgiveness, of God's love, and it's been really inspiring to me and really challenging to me. I picked out a life verse that sorry about that, had a phone call. Anyway, like I was saying, I have found a life verse that it just tugged on my heart in all the right places. And I thought, man, oh man, that is something that I need to keep for my life. So I have my Bible here with me, and I just wanted to share with you my life verse. And then I have a question that I've been kind of thinking about and journaling through, and I just wanted to share it with you. So here we go. Hosea chapter 6, verse 3 says, "Oh, that we might know the Lord. Let us press on to know him. He will respond to us as surely as the arrival of dawn or the coming of rains in early spring." I love that. Let us press on to know him. He will respond to us. That to me just says, keep going, keep going. In the previous chapters, it had talked about how the people of Israel, their love for God disappeared like the mist in the morning, or disappeared with the dew when the morning sun came in. And it prompted me to think, I'm really good at getting up and praying, and then my rhythm is that I read in the afternoon, and I'm really good at hitting those two things. Well, great, that's 2 things that I'm doing to pursue God through the day. And then I had a really good gut check, shoot, what am I doing to actively pursue God during the day? What am I doing that is showing that my love, or that I want to know God more than when the morning dew burns off? To me, it just said, when the morning sun burning off the dew is like me going out into my day. What am I doing throughout my day to pursue God, to know him, to love him, to show him that I love him? So I have my UMAT, or journal, that I've been using through the fast, and there was just one simple question that I asked myself, and I just said, I want to press on throughout the day, not disappear like the dew or the fog. What steps can I do to work on this? I'm being incredibly vulnerable with you guys, and I would love it if you would just kind of think through that on your own. I'm going to share with you my answers, but that's just my answers. That's just for me. I want you guys to think about this on your own, journal it, think about it, and then I would love to hear what steps you guys are going to do. It might inspire me, or mine might inspire you, and vice versa. So here's the things that I came up with. Singing worship songs, not just listening to them, but actively engaging in them and singing them. I use Spotify, and I have a bundle of really great stations that are great for that. I want to pray authentically. So oftentimes it's easy to say, God, I need this, or God, thank you for that, which is great. But then there's other times he just wants to hear my heart. So I'm going to start praying more authentically. I'm going to be still for periods of time just to listen. When we have conversations with face-to-face with people, we talk and then we listen. And sometimes I do more talking to God, but I don't do so great on the listening. So that's something I'm going to work on. I'm going to memorize scripture. I'm going to chew on it and meditate on it throughout the day, and really just kind of keep my mind truth focused and just kind of do that. And then, of course, reading in the afternoon. So those are just some things that I was working through, that I've been thinking through. I made a note here that, how am I feeding myself truth throughout the day? We know when we're hungry and we have a breakfast and a morning snack and a lunch and an afternoon snack, or some kind of rhythm like that, to keep our blood sugars up, to keep our metabolisms up. But what am I doing to keep my spiritual health going? There are times where we're going to dip and we're going to come up. And so my question that I just really wanted to prompt you guys with and to share with you is, what are you guys doing to keep your spiritual health going? What are you doing to, pursue God and to press on to Him throughout the day? So I just wanted to have a little bit of a devotional time with you guys. I am so excited for this weekend, and I will catch you later.